exposing how the narcissist use gaslighting method to control you and how to deal with it. In today's video, I talk about gaslighting, a form of emotional, mental, and spiritual abuse that is hard to spot. Gaslighting always comes along with narcissistic abuse. Gaslighting is a term for when someone tries to make you doubt yourself, your memories, and how you see the world. And narcissists do this by lying, downplaying, denying the truth, and twisting, tricking, and distorting the facts. It happens when someone in your life plays tricks on your mind on purpose to make you feel a certain way. Gaslighting is a form of psychological abuse in which the person being hurt is made to think they are guilty of what has happened. It ultimately hurts how they feel and what they think. Why? To flip the cake onto the other is a common Spanish expression for gaslight, a strategy to cope with weakness by attacking another person in a very clever way. The focus is diverted from the fundamental problem, embarrassing oneself by uttering fictitious expressions that have no basis in reality. People who have experienced this begin to distrust their own emotions and lose the ability to make rational decisions. It is a technique of deception known as smokescreen or smoke curtain in Spanish. It's a way to keep something or someone, or many people, out of sight. Nobody knows if something is being concealed in private for one's personal convenience, even if people are following the rules and appearing normal. It takes time for the truth to come to light. Gaslighting is a form of psychological manipulation in which someone tries to make another person believe that what they are going through or have gone through in the past never happened. The abuser's main goal is to make the victim question who they are, what they remember, and whether or not they are crazy. They put more value on what they feel and what they see than on what they've done and what they know. This way, the victim and everyone else doesn't think the abuser has done anything wrong. Instead, they think the problem is with the target and that they aren't seeing, feeling, or remembering things right. The liar is trying to get you to doubt yourself and question what you know to be true when you look at things as they are. People will say that you are too sensitive, dramatic, emotionally unstable, and quick to react. And in some cases, the person who hurts them. The thought of being found out scares a narcissist more than anything else. And putting the blame on someone else, especially in toxic and dysfunctional family systems, can do a lot of damage that can take a long time to fix. There is no doubt that gaslighting is a form of emotional, mental, and spiritual abuse that is meant to make the person being gaslighted feel scared, confused, and anxious. To be clear, both the abuser, who is called the gaslighter, and the person who is being abused, who is called the gaslighted, do this on purpose and with a plan, no matter how old they are, what race they are, what gender they are, or how smart they are. They can all be gaslit. That has nothing to do with what the abuser told you and has nothing to do with your mental health, sanity, or well-being. Because you are innocent and have a lot of compassion, you are much more likely to be abused and used in this way. And in many cases, this is because they have been abused their whole lives, including being gaslit and blamed for everything from a young age. As an empath, you would never treat someone the way you've been treated, so it's hard to understand why someone you care about is treating you this way. We can't help narcissists who are on the destructive end of the scale. They have no interest in you or your health. So, as long as you don't say anything and let it go on, the cycle of abuse will keep going, with different kinds of gaslighting and putting the blame on other people. To avoid being gaslighted, stay away from people who make you feel uncomfortable and force you to apologize, over-explain, and defend yourself. Keep your emotions in check when you're with people who don't seem to care about your well-being, no matter how many times they say they do or how much they pretend to care. That could be a sign that you're nervous or confused when you're around other people. The more you have to explain, defend, or apologize, even when you know you haven't done anything wrong, the more likely it is that you're in trouble. Imagine that you always wonder if your feelings, thoughts, memories, or even your sanity are real. If so, this is a strong sign that you have been or are being gaslighted on a regular basis. So, here's the deal. Gaslighting involves tricking, manipulating, and outright lying, but the real goal is to gain control. Gaslighting is a form of emotional and psychological manipulation that can be used to control and change how people feel and what they think. Misunderstandings and bad communication can happen, but the hard part is always when it does. In other words, a pattern with a certain person or group of people is helpful for the person you think is gaslighting you. This is especially true if you notice that the supposed misunderstanding is often called just another misunderstanding. Ask yourself if there is anyone in your life who worries you or makes you feel like you need to say sorry. Is it your habit to blame everything on the problem or trouble you caused? How much do you think they're trying to make you and other people think you're crazy? You should think about it. Gaslighting is a type of long-term emotional abuse that makes you doubt yourself and question your memories. Pay attention to the signs that something is wrong. Notice, too, if narcissists like to say that other people are to blame for their problems. They like to put all of their problems, mistakes, and relationship mistakes on us. They like to mess with us, tell us lies, make fun of us, and put us down. Their main goal is to make people think they are better than the rest of us, putting someone down and making them feel like they're not paying attention, or worse, foolish, silly, inadequate, or inferior, is a way to hurt the other person's self-worth and self-esteem in any relationship. And people who do this are either sly or don't care about other people. All day long, the narcissist will try to gaslight you, but people who are good, kind, honest, truly loving, and empathetic won't fall for it. In the end, the person who keeps getting told they aren't good enough feels ashamed. And it's easy to see how this makes people want to work even harder to get the love, attention, acceptance, and approval they've always wanted. But none of this is right. Because of this, the narcissist may feel more in charge and more powerful. Whether or not you've heard of gaslighting or know someone who does it, I'm here to tell you this. This is not how you have to live. No one in your personal or professional life has the right to try to control your feelings or mental health. You aren't forced to deal with it. You have a choice. Anyone shouldn't be made to think that their memory or view of the world is wrong, or that they are crazy, wrong, or not good enough. Even though you have nothing to do with it, they keep acting as you do. In fact, they are both lying to you and about you. They're all lying, and you don't have to take it. Be yourself, and let them be themselves. I hope that this short explanation helps you. Please tell us what you think and what you've experienced in the comment section below. For future videos, consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and clicking the bell icon below the video. Thank you very much for your time and interest.